Welcome back to our show. Once again, my name is Mrs. Augustina Anyanwu. I have me welcome my friend
glorynezemma. Welcome back to our sweet home Africa. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you as our viewer. Alright, so we have another topic today. Our topic today is development delays in Africa. Alright, it's a very short title, but let's dive into it. Alright, so we had about development, and everybody's praying for development in Africa. Everybody's yearning for development in Africa. And we're seeing progress, but it's so slow. So my friend and I were here today to give a little insight on things that we know that are really hindering some of the progress and making the developments a little bit delayed in Africa. So, my dear friend, I know you've been praying that one day Africa is going to be so beautiful, and then all of us that are, scattered all over the world can be heading home and then relax and eat our organic food, eh? Alright, so, but let's see what are things that are really hindering some of the progress, because I know a lot of people are doing their best to see what they can do in Africa. But it looks like they're meeting a lot of resistance. So what are some of the things that you know that is making it difficult for people to make impacts in Africa?
My dear, being outside the country is being outside the country. And for you to make an impact back home, you have to be a little bit around to know what is needed to be done and know how to follow it suit. So most of us outside are relying on people at home already to give them things and do. Then we start delegating, do this way, do that way. And some of us are here bashing people at home. There's no good road, there's no good this, there's no that. But that being said, progress or development in Africa is so slow because by now, with the resources we have in abundance, human resources and natural resources, we would have been, to me, we would have been a little bit better than where we are now. That being said, we don't appreciate what we have. That's number one hindrance that I'm looking at. What does that mean? Even in food these days, we value made not in Africa. So long as it's not made in Africa.
Made not in Africa. I like that.
So long as it's not made in Africa, it's fine. We get shoes if it's made back home. Oh no, that's not good. Then we want to buy whatever is not made in Africa, but food, but clothing, name it, anything. We want it outside. And again, we just want to wait for somebody else to do it. Most of us misunderstand development from building 10 or 20 giant homes. Maybe it's only 3 people in the family. Guess what? You build upstairs with 8, 9, 10 bedrooms. What are you going to do with it? So we are talking about what can you do to attract people to come and invest in our community, in our country. It has to be country by country. What are you doing? Instead of buying things that you know you might not even use. So why don't you use it to invest in some kind of industries so that you can attract all those foreigners, instead of waiting for foreigners to come and have like a car lot or wherever they put car parts together, where they make plastics, where they make belts or make different things. You want to sit down and wait for people to come and do things and hire you in your own country. So looking at that, that's what is delaying the progress, because the foreigners that come there to build all those things, they have one purpose in mind. They want to enrich themselves so they can go back to their home country and establish and do something good. My friend, let me leave you now so that you can talk.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
All right, I like everything that you said. But let me go into a different angle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because when you look at the delays, people keep on wondering, how come a lot of Africans live abroad and many of them are doing so well and they're not helping in their communities, they're not helping in their states? And then, I sat back a little bit and I wondered, I said, why? And then we said, okay, let's, try a little bit and see what is going on that is really hindering people from making impacts wherever they come from. Because when you speak to a lot of Africans in diaspora, almost all of them, they are all interested in developing Africa. They want to do more. They feel for their people. So it's not that they have ignored them because they live in foreign land, but they love them so much and they want to impact. But what is delaying the impaction that we need to do in Africa? All right, so I looked at it this way. Many people abroad have tried to do so many things in Africa. And they have made a lot of resistance. Why? Because when they try to make an impact through people that live in Africa, most of the time, the people that are there do not receive it well. When they receive it, they will not use it to accomplish the purpose by which the person sent it. Take, for example, if someone wants to build an industry, it's a teamwork. So even if you live abroad, you can't do it by yourself because you need people at home to help you. But what we have realized is that when people start sending money here and give it to people in Africa and say, okay, this is what I want to do. Can you help to establish this? One, the people that they're trying to reach to help in Africa will eat the money. They will use it and they will not use it to do exactly what is supposed to be done. And then even the other ones there will discourage you and say, oh, you know what, if you do it this way, it's not going to work. Nobody will patronize this and nobody will do this. So they keep on discouraging the ones abroad. And that's why a lot of people are not doing so much. They exploit them. The ones abroad bring money back to Africa to see what they can do. Some go there to try to build hospitals. Some go there to try to build schools. And then they exploit them. They take the money. So instead of using it, especially the wealthy ones in Africa, what they do, they will make sure that that thing doesn't get to the community. And that's why it looks like people abroad are not making any impact, as if they're ignoring people at home. It's because the ones at home are not doing exactly what they're supposed to do when the ones abroad send money to help to develop Africa. So that's what I have understood myself as one of the major problems why development is very slow in Africa. It's because of this exploitation of people that I call divine helpers. So the ones abroad are trying to see what they can do at home, but the ones at home are really blocking that help from getting to the communities. So my dear friend.
My dear.
Yes.
So in a way, you're saying like they are acting like fire extinguishers.
Exactly.
Like they have a good mind, they're ready to help, they're ready to invest their money there, so that people can be employed. But ongoing, they meet a cold feet, like their purpose or their heart desires or their aspirations can like meet an obstacle.
Exactly.
That is not letting it to happen. So we have some people back home that literally, based on what you said, are fire extinguishers.
They extinguish.
They just like abort whatever your dream.
Exactly.
So that being said, that will not discourage us so much, because these days we can go home. Another thing we can call on the government, like, back home people own, individuals own land. So before, if you have to build a factory or build a supermarket or whatever you want to do, it could be a stadium, whatever you want to do, library, anything you want to do that can benefit the indigents and give them job and help in development, that particular area or the neighborhood or the state or the country, or hospitals. So most of the time you have to buy pieces of land. On doing that, then you have to go and regroup. I mean, like, you have to go and get money instead of start establishing whatever it is. Like, if we have land, that the government can apportion to maybe organizations that are here, so that when they get there, they can do what they want to do to help better the life of the individuals, because they say health is wealth. When somebody is healthy, we have all those medical centers around within reach. People are going to live a longer life. People are going to be able to be healthy. there will be productivity in the nation or the country or the city or state. There will be productivity. So that being said, please fire extinguishers. Do not kill the drinks. And at the same time, we call on the government. If any group of people that are outside here, because over here they try to still unite themselves by creating all those groups or social, I can call it social organizations, as to know each other. If they have a dream, they contribute money and they want to come and do some kind of investment, don't make them like they're foreigners. Exactly. Don't tell them they have dual citizenship. Don't tell them that they are no longer. I'm talking about the Nigerian, because I had that. I saw that on somewhere in the house. When somebody, a man, a Nigerian man is telling other people because they are abroad that, oh, they have dual citizenship. They don't have any right to decide what will go on. But if it's, as I always say, if it's those that you're taller than, because their skin complexion is different, when they come there with their mighty ideas, giant ideas, you welcome them. You walk around with them. You're having a photo shoot with them. So, but when your own people come and they say this will benefit, maybe my uncle, my cousin, they have a good heart. But the other ones don't, because they have another place to go. We over here, we are foreigners. We don't have nothing. We want to come back home. So I don't know how people are envisioning us. Please stop killing our dreams. If anybody find it out of their heart to come and do something, let's embrace the person. Let's help the person so they can help to redevelop, so they can help to make our development go a little faster than us still every time Africa, third world country. We are tired of that. So we want, please, people in diaspora, wherever you are, any group, organizations, let's not relent on trying to extend that hand so that that progress will be a little bit faster than the slow pace that it is going.
Thank you so much, my friend. You said a lot. Once again, while you were talking, what came to my mind is this. Because we have realized that a lot of people in Africa, well, I won't say a lot, some people in Africa, they prefer to be given money instead of giving wisdom. So what they do is like they depend on people abroad in terms of money. They're like, all right, give us money, give us money, give us money. And because they focus on the money itself, what I call an end product, they don't want the wisdom to make money. And unfortunately, when you give someone, give, you cannot give someone enough to sustain them forever. So what our people need, we need wisdom more than we need money. But unfortunately, they depend, once again, on people abroad. So in that process, what they do is like, when someone is coming to establish something, they're like, you know, you don't have to, they discourage them. And why they're discouraging them is because they prefer the cash. Give us the cash, give us money. No, you don't have to come to Nigeria, you don't have to come to Ghana, you don't have to come to Kenya, you don't have to. But what we're saying is this: it's better for people abroad to come home and establish things for you, because it will become permanent wealth instead of that cash that you're getting. Because how much can you get to sustain you forever? To feed your children, to build your own house, to take care of your own children and your grandchildren. So you need establishments. You need companies where people can work and get their own money. Not to depend on your uncle or your aunt or your cousin that live abroad to keep on giving you and giving you and giving you. Because let me tell you, if give make people rich, I think by now a lot of Africans would have been very rich. Yes, because most Africans abroad were constantly giving to our relatives back home. So please, do not be an obstacle to development, because what you're doing, actually, you're robbing yourself of a permanent wealth and depending only on a temporary wealth of give me. So allow people to come home. If they have to establish something, help them. So that means what you do when they send money and say, this is what I want to do not eat that money. You know, let me use another analysis to describe it. It's almost like when you're planting a corn. You plant a corn and then you harvest the corn. At a point, what you do, you keep some of the cobs, a little bit of the corn, so that you can plant another one. But if you eat the whole thing, every time it's like, give me another one, you eat the whole thing. So you're not leaving a little bit to replant so that you can get more corn. So that's what it is with Africans. We keep on taking and eating the whole thing instead of allowing people to come and establish and helping them, because they are far away. So the only thing is that it's you that can help them to build industries in Africa. So yes, they have the financial resources, but you are the human resources there on ground. So you don't have to exploit them, because while you are exploiting them, you are destroying the whole country. The development that is coming is delayed, and sometimes you chase people away, because when you exploit them, take their money and run away, you have destroyed their dream. Just like my friend said, then you have become a fire extinguisher that have extinguished that fire of progress that is in that person. So that's what we're saying. Please, Africans in Africa, allow Africans abroad to come home to establish things so that they can help you. Stop exploiting them. Stop, robbing them. Let me use this word, because you're robbing them and you're robbing the progress that is coming to Africa. So that's all I have to say, my friend, now.
Actually, what we mean is that we need encouragement.
Yes.
Do not discourage anybody that have, no matter the thoughts they have, so long as it's towards development. So let's use that positive energy to help anybody, even those Nigerians or other Africans, no matter the country you come from. So if they want to do anything, even if it's your child, they get up and say, Mommy, I want to do this, or Daddy, I want to do this. I say, people been doing it, where did that take them? So let's not discourage anybody, because everybody have a different talent. Everybody have a different calling. You do not know, maybe those that wanted to do it, then we are following other people. That's not what they are assigned to do. That's why when they get on the way, they wouldn't know where else to go. But if your child or your cousin, anybody, want to do anything towards development, encourage them. Let there be positive energy there. So all the negative energy that you want to put in it just to be a fire extinguisher, don't do it. Because negative word that will come from your mouth can discourage somebody from doing something. Because we know here, sometimes you want to do something for somebody. He drinks too much. He smokes too much. Or you go about with women. He do this. By then you will say, I work so hard for my money. Then you will sit down. That's a word from somebody. Have damaged somebody else's future. So let's encourage each other. Let's encourage anybody. If you can do it, due to one thing or the other. My friend, like she said, you can be a human resources by giving a positive guidance on what to do, so instead of discouraging somebody. And let's not rely on people that don't have your good at heart to come and establish you, to come and bring progress, to come and bring development, because they have a place of their own. They need to give them that, they need to help them to develop, because they don't want to measure up with you. If you think they will come and make Africa or make any particular country and develop it, and then go and say, okay, this is what we come to do. That's a little big lie from hell, from the pit of hell. They have something at the back of their mind, because they are there to take. They just want to draw, so they can make their own place a better place. So if Africans are coming to rebuild Africans, let everybody become, if you don't have the financial aspect of it, be a human resources.
Exactly.
Your advice, encouragement, so looking after it, doing the little you can do. It's not like you're enslaving yourself, because every good work have a reward. If you don't benefit from it, maybe your neighbors, maybe your children's children, we do not know. So let's help Africans develop Africans. Let's not rely on foreigners to come and do it for us, because a whole lot of our children are dying in outside country because we don't have what it takes to make life, worth living, to have that quality of life, because that's the only thing we need. We don't go back to, when we die, that's it. But the quality of life matters. So let's do whatever we can so that we give each other that quality of life, so that we can, be able to leave a good legacy for our children.
Thank you so much, my friend. We're almost done actually. Because what came to my mind is this: I have to let you know, my beloved Africans, I'm telling you, Africans abroad love Africa. We do. I know many of us live far away from Africa, and many of us have lived in the foreign land for a long time. And a lot of relatives at home, they think that, many people have forgotten Africa. But I'm telling you, because we're talking from, outside Africa, a lot of Africans that you meet everywhere, they love Africa. And their desire is for Africa to be good, to be peaceful. So, and for someone to take off from here, where people will call a comfort zone, where you have electricity 24 hours, you have water supply 24 hours, for someone to take off here and say, this is what I want to do in Africa, that means they really care. And because they care, please, I am pleading with the ones in Africa, help them. If someone takes off from abroad and say they are coming home to make a change in Africa, it's because they care, like I said. They have everything that they need in a foreign land, but they decided to come home. And they're not coming home because of themselves, because if they're selfish, they will stay where they are. But if they take that leap and say, I'm coming to help in Africa, that means they're coming to help you. They're coming to help your children. They're coming to help your grandchildren. They're coming to help your next generation. So please, allow people to come home. Do not extinguish their fire. Do not exploit them. Do not think that you're cheating them, because what you're doing, you're cheating yourselves. They're coming to bless you. They're coming to lift Africa up. So that's our point. Please help Africans abroad to help Africans at home. All right? That's all we have to say. My friend, I think I'm done.
Yes, we are done, because a word is enough for the wise, as I rightfully put it.
Yes.
All we are talking about, actually, we want to come back home.
Yes.
And there is East and West.
Home is still the best. Exactly.
So we want to come home, and we want Africa to even be better than where we are right now. So encourage one another.
Yes.
With words.
Yes.
Actions,
yes,
and the word of mouth,
yes,
so that whoever have money will be able to bring it to do something to bless the nation, or to bless the city, or to bless the state. So I know a lot of people are trying.
Yes.
People, so I have some people build hospitals. So whatever you can do is okay. But if you cannot financially do anything, please, as my friend said, do not use your word to become a fire extinguisher. Do not use your words to discourage other people. Let your word edify them. Let your word encourage them. Let your words lift them up, because that will help to rebuild this nation. We want that progress, because it's long overdue. We have all it takes.
That is true.
All right, so
that's all we have to say. Once again, thank you so much for being our listener today.
Yes.
And look forward to our other episodes at our Sweet Home Africa. It's a weekly show.
That's right.
And once again, don't forget to subscribe.
And send us your comments.
That is true.
And we'll get to it. So
yes.
Pardon us if we have not gotten to you.
Yes, we'll get to you.
All right?
All right.
Thank you so much.
So see you next week at our Sweet Home Africa.
So subscribe. All right?
Thank you.
And God bless you.